AITA for refusing to let me and my fiancé's best friend propose at my wedding? I am not the original poster. That is you, throwaway bride throw. She posted in our, am I the asshole? Mood spoiler. Happy ending. Less than. Original post. August 24th, 2023. I just wanted some external opinions regarding this. For some context, IF26 met my M26 fiancé in college along with our two best friends. We'll call them John M26 and Holly F26. They've also been together since college like me and my fiancé. So we've been inseparable since, going on double dates and trips together, and have had an amazing time post-college. My fiancé proposed to me last year and it's all been very exciting. Wedding planning has been stressful and exciting, and Holly is my bridesmaid and John is my fiancé's best man. Our wedding is February next year, and in the midst of planning last night John came over to our house and said that he wanted to propose to Holly. Me and my fiancé were over for the moon for him, and I was excited for another wedding. So I asked him when he planned to propose and that we'd be down to help with the proposal and everything. He smiled and then said that he was thankful and said that he'd love to propose to Holly at our wedding. Before I said anything, he showed me a video of a bride giving her bridesmaid her bouquet instead of tossing it, and then the man proposing. He then said, I'd love to do something like this. I was sort of speechless, as was my fiancé. So he then asked us, would that be okay? I took a deep breath and said, no John, it wouldn't be okay. As much as I love you and Holly and more than happy for you guys are getting engaged, I don't want that done at my wedding, but I'd be more than happy to help you plan a separate event, and I think Holly wouldn't be too thrilled to get proposed at someone's wedding. Holly had told me before that she found people who get engaged at people's weddings tacky. I told him that, but he wouldn't budge. He got angry and said we were being selfish, but not allowing him this one small favor, and if the roles were reversed he'd say okay in a heartbeat. I reiterated to him that Holly wouldn't want this and she'd want her own event. He kept saying, you're lying, you just don't want us to be engaged, you just want all the attention to yourselves. This is where I might feel like I'm the asshole. I blew up at him and called him tacky and cheap. I said us and our families are not shelling out thousands for you to propose at our wedding. It's embarrassing. You can propose to Holly even a day after or day the before or even the day of. But just not at my wedding or venue. Holly will cringe and find it embarrassing. He said he didn't think he'd been friends with such selfish and rude people for all these years. My fiancé reiterated everything I'd said, and then my fiancé told him to leave and he left. Now it's awkward. Holly has no idea what happened, and we all had a trip booked for next month, and now I don't want to go. I'm very upset with John and he hasn't apologized. I don't know what to tell Holly. I don't want to lie to her, but I don't want to ruin the surprise of her possible proposal. A part of feels bad, but I want to stick to my guns. Oop is voted NTA. Update post in comments. August 27th, 2023. Update. John came over again and apologized profusely. He apologized for the name calling and said he was bummed out because his idea, which he thought was a good one because all the videos he'd seen had been shut down. He said that he should have listened to me when I told him that Holly has stated before she finds those types of proposals tacky. He said that he should have taken no as an answer, and there was absolutely no excuse for the way he spoke to us and would understand if we no longer wanted him at the wedding. He said that he was angry with himself at possibly losing our friendships over an idea which had no pros to it whatsoever. He also said that Holly deserves her own moment with the proposal and he'd love my help with planning it if I was still open to it. I did tell John the first don't want the stress of him possibly hijacking our wedding because of how he reacted to us saying no. He said that would never happen and he's decided to propose to Holly on the trip or during the holidays. He'll let me know so I can help, which I'm happy to do so. He said that it's our wedding and he was crazy and apologized for calling us selfish when it's our day. Me and my fiancé did accept his apology. We did have a conversation after the argument that if John apologized we'd accept his apology, and also we've never had a disagreement of this scale ever. We've gotten along for all these years. Despite this, I don't think, and my fiancé agrees, it's worth burning John's bridge. He's apologized. And he's genuinely a kind and amazing friend. This is just a weird blip we've had with him. Thank you so much for all the comments and judgments. Editor's note marked as ongoing in case we get an update on the proposal or wedding. He said that he should have taken no as an answer and there was absolutely no excuse for the way he spoke to us and would understand if we no longer wanted him at the wedding. He said that he was angry with himself at possibly losing our friendships over an idea which had no pros to it whatsoever. This is such a classy, genuine apology. Gives reasons but not excuses. Offers to make things less stressful in the future. Admits to making a mistake. Hopefully his eventual proposal goes off without a hitch. I'm glad he apologized and came up with a new plan. And everyone is willing to move forward. Something tells me he hinted at this plan to his girlfriend and she hated it. Gave him a good scare and realized he was wrong and had to run and fix it before he got kicked out. The wedding. That was a nice update. Glad John was able to deal with this in a way to resolve things between himself and Oop. Of course, we know that proposals at someone else's weddings are tacky as it takes away the spotlight from the groom and bride. Hope John and Holly's proposal goes off without any issues. That's a good update. I'm glad that John came around and realized he was wrong. His apology sounds genuine and really great. No excuses and admitted to his wrongdoings. It's nice to see where people actually realize their wrongdoings and not doubling down themselves. Wait, are you brazenly insinuating that people can have real arguments and then actually deal with each other in a spirit of grace, understanding and forgiveness? Perish the thought. This is Reddit, for God's sake. Red flag. No contact. Divorce. Revenge. Imagine wanting all the attention to yourself at your own wedding. Heinous. Glad this guy pulled his head out and apologized. Gonna be honest here. Things like these are pretty much more the norm of my life than people doubling down on their mistakes and escalating on situations. I've had many times when I got angry over something small and argued about something just to later realize I was being absolutely stupid and to regret it. Once I got into a shouting argument with my aunt to which room I was gonna sleep. The name calling not great, but he was sorry and apologized, and I think that's alright. If I burned bridged with anyone I fought or who fought me for stupid reasons, I would not have relatives. Lol. Selfish? Want attention for themselves? Gasp. The horror. I mean, they're only paying thousands of dollars for a once-in-a-lifetime event intended to be exclusively about them. The only right response to, "You just want attention all on you," in this case is, "Yes? Are you stupid?" Quote. John probably went and whined to his buddies or parents. And they gave him a huge earful about what a terrible idea it was. Zero chance that guy came to that realization himself. It's nice to see someone who actually knows how to apologize. I hope he proposes before the wedding, just to remove any doubt about whether or not he was going to try to sneak it in at the wedding. Despite the apology. Edit. Yay. He is planning to propose prior to the wedding. And I need to read when I'm not multitasking. Haha. Well, I'm happy he apologized genuinely and actually apologized with his words. But, man, I'd be a bit peeved at someone who called me those things for saying no. He should have listened to me when I told him that Holly has stated before she finds those types of proposals tacky. This, by far, is the most concerning point. After all this time together, Holmes has no idea who his STB fiancé is or what she really likes. Something tells me his marriage may not last all that long. I mean, his idea, which he thought was a good one because of all the videos he'd seen, less than cringes in sympathy. How does someone end up like this? I gotta wonder what made him change his mind so fast though. Did he show the video to Holly and she completely shut it down? Did he read the comments on these kinds of proposals and saw what people thought of them? Maybe he brought it up to some other friends, family, and they tore him a new one. Why do some people seemingly not discuss proposals at all? Is it not the most important that the person proposed to is comfortable? Why potentially ruin friendships like this? I dunno. This would be a bit like a broken mirror situation. You can fix it, but you can't ever go back to the way it was before it broke. You'll never be able to look at the dude the same way knowing how much of a dick he was over. Something so stupid. My Bill did something dickish to my wife 9 years ago and she still hasn't forgotten it. Even though she can be cordial to him. When someone does something really dickish, it's hard to ever get back to normal with them. What I really don't understand are all these grown-ass adults who ask favors and then get pissed when someone says no. It's a favor. You're an adult. Learn to accept no. I'm glad he came to his senses. Maybe someone pointed out to him that those videos don't show the fallout from those proposals. The loss of friendships, the embarrassment, the pissed off family members, and the girl who wanted to say no but felt pressured into saying yes on the spot. I just don't understand why someone would want to propose at someone else's wedding. Am I the only one who's worried that John's gonna do it anyway? Just me? I mean, that was a good apology. But I'd never fully trust someone who screwed up that badly again. You can forgive a lapse in judgment, but never forget it. The fact that he was going against his two closest friends and the woman he wants to marry. That's a massive misstep. I'd have demoted him from best man, no matter what, and warned him very firmly that he will be ejected from the wedding if he puts a toe out of line. Sometimes, actions have long-lasting consequences.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AITA is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.